Welcome. Today we are going to start Standard 10 Course B Hindi Textbook Sparsh 5th poem Parvat Pradesh में Powers. The poet of this poem is Sumitra Nandan Pant. नमस्ते बच्चों, आज हम 10वीं कक्षा की पाठ्य पुस्तक स्पर्श की 5वीं कविता पर्वत प्रदेश में पावस पढ़ेंगे, जिसके कवि हैं सुमित्रा नंदन पंत। सुमित्रा नंदन पंत जी का जन्म अल्मोड़ा उत्तर प्रदेश के कसौनी गांव में हुआ था। तो सुमित्रा नंदन पंत was born in उत्तर प्रदेश अल्मोड़ा in a village called कसौनी। इनके जन्म के कुछ घंटों पश्चात ही इनकी मां चल बसी। After his birth, few hours later, his mother passed away. इनका पालन पोषण दादी ने ही किया। He was brought up by his grandmother. This poem is about a hilly region. पावस ऋतु था पर्वत प्रदेश। पावस ऋतु मतलब रेनी सीजन, बरसात का समय। पावस ऋतु था, इट वॉज रेनी सीजन एंड हिली रीजन। पल पल परिवर्तित प्रकृति वेश। एवरी नाउ एंड देन नेचर वॉज चेंजिंग। समटाइम इट वॉज सनी, sometimes it was cloudy, sometimes it started raining. So every now and then it was changing, going on changing. मेखलाकार पर्वत अपार. The mountains were in a shape of मेखलाकार means waistband. मेखलाकार का अर्थ है करधनी या कमरधनी, जो हम अपने कमर में पहनते हैं। वेस्ट बैंड बोलते हैं जिसको। So in a shape of waistband, which is circle shape. In the shape of circle, the mountains were surrounded. अपने सहस्त्र दृग सुमन फाड़, and the flowers on the mountain ranges are considered as the eyes of the mountain. And with those thousands of sahasra means thousand, drig means eyes, suman means flowers. So with the thousands of flowers or eyes on the mountain, फाड़ अवलोक रहा है बार बार। अवलोक means to see. So with thousands of eyes, the flowers or the eyes are seeing again and again. बार बार means again and again. नीचे जल में निज महाकार. What are they seeing again and again? They are seeing their huge shape, which is in the water down. The water is there. And in that water they are seeing their own image. तो पानी में वो नीचे जो पहाड़ जो है उसके नीचे पानी है, और उस पानी में जो पुष्प रूपी जो आंखें हैं वो अपने ही आकार, अपने ही विशाल आकार को बार बार देख रहे हैं। जिसके चरणों में पला ताल। So, पहाड़ के चरणों में जो है ताल यानी तालाब पल रहा है। तालाब means pond. So they are telling that the pond is in the legs of the mountain. दर्पण सा फैला है विशाल. And that pond is spread like a mirror. दर्पण means mirror, आईना. तो ये जो विशाल तालाब है ये फैला हुआ है एक बड़े से विशाल दर्पण के समान। So the pond which is down the mountain, it has been spread like a huge mirror. गिरी का गौरव गाकर झरझर. Now here they are talking about the fountain which is flowing down the mountain, and the fountain is praising and singing song of the about the mountain. They are praising the mountain in the song. Giri ka Gaurav. Giri means mountain. Gaurav means praise. Gakar means singing. So they are praising the mountain by singing. Jharjar is the sound of the fountain, the water flowing down. Mad mein nas nas uttejit kar. And while they are falling and they are singing song, they are exciting the others. If they others, when they hear that sound, they are getting excited. उस झरझर के आवाज को जब वो नीचे गिर रहा है तो वो सबके नस नस को उत्तेजित कर रहा है. मोती की लड़ियों सी सुंदर. Here the water is very beautiful. It's like pearl. They are considering it as pearl. मोती की लड़ियों सी सुंदर. The water is very beautiful. It's like pearl, white. झरते हैं झाग भरे निर्झर. So the water which is flowing down is very pure. It's white in color, and they are the poet is telling that they are like pearl. मोती की लड़ियों सी सुंदर, and they are beautiful like pearl. झरते हैं झाग भरे निर्झर. And when they are falling, the water is falling down, foam is coming from that water. झाग means foam. झरते हैं झाग भरे निर्झर. So non-stop the water is falling down and foam is coming from that water. गिरिवर के उर से उठ उठकर उच्च आकांक्षाओं से तरुवर. So now here they are talking about the tall trees which are grown on the mountains. Generally the trees which are grown on the mountains are very tall. So गिरिवर के उर से, उर means chest. So they are telling that the tall trees are grown on the chest of the mountain. Girivar means mountain, Ur means chest. So they are growing up, and the tall trees are grown on the chest of the mountain. Uchchakankshaon se taruvar. They are very tall. Taruvar means tree. So the trees are very tall. है झांक रहे निरव नभ पर. They are, झांकना means to see. So they are seeing the sky. Nabh means sky. They are seeing the sky. Animesh, atal, kuch chinta par. Animesh means non-stop, without stop. Atal means without moving. So non-stop, without moving, they are seeing the sky. But they are tensed a little because they want to touch the sky, but they are not able to touch the sky. So ये जो लंबे पेड़ हैं, ऊंचे पेड़ हैं जो गिरवर के उर पर उगे हुए हैं, ये बिना हिले, बिना रुके लगातार आसमान को, आकाश को निहारे जा रहे हैं, देखते जा रहे हैं, और वे चिंतित हैं क्योंकि वे आसमान को छूना चाहते हैं, पर अभी तक वे उसको छू नहीं पाए हैं. उड़ गया अचानक लो भूदर. So here the poet wants to tell that suddenly white cloud, they come and they have covered the whole mountain range, and now the mountain is not being seen. So he is telling that suddenly, as if the ground and the mountains, they flew away. उड़ गया अचानक लो भूदर. तो जो सफेद बादल हैं उन्होंने पूरे पहाड़ों को ढक लिया है, और ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे भूधर यानी कि जो भूमि है वो उड़ गई, कहीं यहां से कहीं उड़ गया है. फड़का अपार पारद के पर. पारद मतलब होता है मरकरी. पारद मीन्स मरकरी. They are considering the clouds as mercury. So the clouds are like mercury, and they have spread all over. They have covered the whole mountain range as if the mountain it flew away somewhere. रव शेष रह गए हैं निर्झर. Rav means only, Shesh means left. So only what is left? Now the mountains are not seen. So he is telling that they flew away somewhere. What is left is only which is left is the fountain or the water which is flowing down the mountain. Why the poet is telling that only the fountain has been left? Because the sound of the water falling down is still there, even though the mountain is not seen, but the sound is there. So he is telling that since the clouds they covered the mountains, the mountain is not there, it flew away somewhere. What is left is the water which is falling down the mountain. है टूट पड़ा भू पर अंबर, as if the mountain or the clouds they came and they fall on the earth and they have covered everything. ऐसा लग रहा है मानो आकाश जो है वो धरती पर टूट पड़ा हो और कुछ भी दिखाई नहीं दे रहा हो, सिर्फ चारों तरफ बादल ही बादल दिख रहे हो जो कि मरकरी की तरह, पारद की तरह चमक रहे हो, सफेद हो, सुंदर हो. धस गए धरा में Sabhya Shal. Shal is the name of a tree which is very tall. Sabhya means decent. So here they are telling the tree as very decent. So now, since the mountain is not seen, it seems that the trees are going inside the ground because they are also covered with the cloud. So they are telling dhas gaya. Dhas gaya means went inside. It went inside the dhara means earth. So now the tall trees also they went inside the earth. The poet is imagining all these things. He is telling that since the mountain is covered with the clouds, white clouds, it seems that the trees also it went inside the earth. उठ रहा धुआं जल गया ताल. And the tal means pond. The pond also has been covered fully with the clouds. It seems that the pond is burned. The water of the pond is boiling. Ut raha dhua, and vapors or the steam is coming out of the pond. The water is boiling and steam is coming out of the pond. Why he is telling? Because the clouds are there on the pond also. It's on the pond also, and it seems that the water is boiling and steam is coming out of the water. यूं जलद यान में विचर विचर था इंद्र खेलता इंद्रजाल. This means that Indra is the god of rain. इंद्र जो है वो बरसात के या वर्षा के देवता हैं. ऐसा लग रहा है कि इंद्र जो है वो अपने यान यानी अपने यान बादल पे बैठकर इंद्रजाल यानी कि कोई चमत्कार या जादू दिखा रहे. इट सीम्स दैट इंद्र इज सिटिंग. यान मीन्स vehicle, jalad means cloud. So he is sitting in his vehicle of cloud and he is showing some magic. Indra is sitting on the cloud and he is showing some magic, that is इंद्रजाल. तो ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे इंद्र जो है वो कोई जादू कर रहे हैं, कोई चमत्कार कर रहे हैं. It seems that Indra is playing some magic. तो ये है आपका पर्वत प्रदेश में पावर से कविता, जिसमें कवि जो है वो वर्षा ऋतु के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं और पर्वत प्रदेश के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं जहां पर प्रकृति पल पल अपना वेश बदल रहा है. द नेचर इज चेंजिंग एवरी नाउ एंड देन एंड the mountains which are in the shape of waistband, which is in a circle shape, and thousands of flowers are on the mountain and they are considered as the eyes of the mountain. They are seeing down in the water its own shape. They are seeing the shape or huge shape of the mountain in the water which is down the mountain. Then he's telling that the pond which is grown in the feet of the mountain, and it has been spread like a mirror. It is like a mirror, huge mirror. It has been spread, and the waterfalls, it is singing, it is praising the mountain, and the sound of the waterfall is very, it is giving a kind of it is giving excitement. The sound of the water is giving excitement to everyone, and the water is like pearl. It is very white, and it is like pearl falling down, and down foam is forming. Since the water is not continuously falling down, down foam is formed. गिरिवर के उर से, and from the chest of the mountain, tall trees are grown. These trees, they want to touch the sky. So non-stop, without moving, they are seeing the sky, and they are little tense because still they are, in spite of this much height, they are not able to touch the sky. Then suddenly what happens? The clouds, they come and they cover the whole mountain range, and it seems that the mountain, it flew away somewhere, and like mercury, the clouds are like mercury, they are shining, and only what is left, the mountains are not seen, only the waterfall is left, because its sound, the waterfall sound is still there. So he is telling that the waterfall is still there, and it seems that the clouds or the sky, it has fallen on the earth. And since everything is covered with the clouds, it seems that the tall shal tree is also, that also went inside the ground, because it is also covered with the white clouds. And after seeing all these things, it seems that Indra, the god of rain, Indra is sitting in his in the clouds and playing some magic. He is doing some magic. I hope you all understood this poem. Thank you. Dhanyavad.